Hey everyone, Gaijin Goombah here, and as you might have guessed, today I'm going to be talking about a browser game that has taken Japan by storm and is quickly making fans around the world, Kantai Collection. It's a pretty simple free-to-play browser game that focuses on turn-based combat and stat building. The story goes that the spirits of legendary World War II ships have been reincarnated as feisty girls of different ages. I can't believe I can make this joke, but...
That's right, Link. You have boat blood in you.
As the Admiral, you command the girls to undertake different missions throughout the not Pacific Ocean to fight the evil aliens known as Abyssals. As previously stated, the game is turn-based and has several factors that determine damage, turn speed, etc., depending if you have a cruiser, aircraft carrier, destroyer, and so on. It's a neat little game with a lot of things to do, like build and upgrade ships and equipment on top of all the missions. But the big draw people have with this game, myself included, are the designs of all the characters. Either due to their moe factor or creative imagery, such as an aircraft carrier girl in Kyudo garb shooting arrows that turn into zeros, there's a lot of appeal in this game's fanbase. But there's an interesting trend that I noticed while I was digging into this game. Even though the Abyssals are very obviously monsters and otherworldly, I couldn't help but feel that there was a trend with them. And then it hit me. Is it possible that the enemies of this game are based off of American ships? To my knowledge, there's a lot of theories going on in the Kantai community, but my original theory was yes, they were. We already know that many of the missions are battles based off of real battles and events in World War II, such as the Battle of Wake Island and the Battle for Midway, where these very obviously Japanese ships are fighting these alien Abyssals. And that's something else that rubbed me the wrong way. Guess what non-Asians are called in Japan? Yeah, Gaijin, aka foreign person, aka aliens. How about the design of the enemies? Well, I suppose characters like the Northern Princess aren't obviously foreign looking, but what caught my eye were the designs of the enemy aircraft and ships. Some of them were generically demon looking, but then I see stuff like this and think, oh lord, it looks like a whale, blowhole and all. Guess what one of the very few points of contention with Japan and the Western world is?
Anti-whaling conservation group Sea Shepherd are making plans to stop a Japanese whaling fleet in the Southern Ocean.
Lastly, when it comes to character stats, all of the Kantai girls' guns are measured by metrics, while the Abyssals use imperial measurements. Guess who's the only country on the planet that uses imperial measurements? I'll give you a hint, it's us. So, wow, does this mean that Kantai Collection, a game that's touched a fan base well outside its domestic market, is actually propaganda for an anti-American sentiment? To expel the barbarians and restore the past glory of the Japanese Imperial Navy? Nah, I mean, what would be the point of that? The US and Japan have been on great terms since the mid-1940s.
It is a great honor for me to welcome Prime Minister Abe and Mrs. Abe of Japan, one of America's closest allies in the world. Today is also a chance for Americans, especially our young people, to say thank you for all the things we love from Japan, like karate and karaoke, manga, and anime.
I think the game is just trying to be historically accurate, and I don't really fault that. I mean, how many FPS games do we have in the US where you gun down Japanese circa World War II? Heck, the newest Kantai girl, Iowa, is as American as they get, complete with a burger obsession and huge boobs. God bless the USA. But I'll tell you what kinda does suck and feels anti-foreign. The fact that Kantai Collection is region-locked. Yeah, unless you find a workaround, you can't play the game unless you're using a Japanese IP address. Lucky for us though, on Kickstarter right now, there's a similar game being developed by Black Chicken Studios called Victory Bells, which has similar gameplay and concepts when it comes to the ship girls. But I honestly think that the cast is far more diverse visually and audibly. Not only do the different nations of boats look different, they sound different, i.e. they speak their mother tongue.
彼らは死ぬためにとても長い道のりを来た。ちょっと悲しいね。
Captain, permission to use appallingly foul language.
Смотри на все это корабли, что идут нас рвать.
Capitano, quando dormi stanotte, sogna la vendetta.
Je suis faite pour la guerre. Tu ne peux pas me blâmer d'être excitée.
Enemy inbound. Let's show good technique, Captain.
So before you go off saying it's a KanColle ripoff, go and check out the Kickstarter before you cast judgment. I mean, for crying out loud, a bunch of the backers for this game are Japanese. In fact, tell them, Hutch.
In Japan, people have histories of tank girl, ship girl, and even mobile suit girl way before KanColle. So people always welcome newcomers. So it's no point making a fuss. because it's just another glorious chapter of the history.
So go check it out. Similarities aside, I think there's more than enough different to enjoy both of these games. But thanks for watching, everyone. And if you like this kind of content, be sure to subscribe to stay up to date with the newest cultural analysis videos that I put out. But until next time, this is Gaijin Goombah signing out.
Gaijin Review.
Game Exchange.
Gaijin Review.
Game Exchange.
Sorry folks, we've been at this for a while. We're trying to figure out if today's topic better fits the anime category or the gaming category.
Obviously gaming, it's where it got started.
Dude, come on! These designs are anime as heck and you know it. In fact, there's already a 12-episode series that's out with a second season coming.
Yeah, and that anime was garbage. Fans hated it. But they still love the game, which is also getting its own arcade iteration, and it looks amazing.
Oh, so much fun, micromanaging stats and watching static images jiggle around. At least the anime was animated.
Because one-dimensional characters are so animated.
Yamato's a garbage waifu.
Akagi is a garbage waifu.
You want Shide in the sun? Fine. You want to make your video? Fine. But I tell you what, my video's gonna kick your video's butt. Don't come crying to me when you can't break 100K views.
Oh, we'll see.